old house groaned around me. Not the comforting creaks of settling timbers, but a guttural, complaining sound that vibrated deep in my chest. I was 10, and my parents were out, leaving me with the suffocating silence of the countryside and a flickering television for company. I sat on the worn rug, cross-legged, my eyes glued to a cartoon that felt miles away from the palpable unease creeping into the room. The living room was vast, with tall, shadowed ceilings and windows that seemed to swallow the fading light. A massive stone fireplace dominated one wall, its maw dark and empty. Across from it, a heavy oak door led to the basement. It was always locked, a relic of a past owner, and a constant, low-grade worry for my mother, who swore she heard things from down there. That night, the creaking started not from the house, but from the basement door. It was a slow, deliberate sound, like something heavy being dragged across a rough floor. My cartoon faded into an irrelevant buzz. I sat bolt upright, my heart hammering against my ribs like a trapped bird. The door handle, a tarnished brass knob, began to turn. Slowly, steadily, I knew with a certainty that chilled me to the bone that it wasn't my parents. They wouldn't be home for hours. The handle rotated further, the latch clicking audibly. A sliver of darkness appeared as the door nudged open, releasing a gust of air that smelled of damp earth and something else, something acrid and ancient. My eyes darted to the hallway. Empty, the kitchen empty. I was utterly alone. The opening widened, revealing not just darkness, but a deeper, more profound void. And then I saw it, or rather felt it. A pressure, a palpable weight pressing in from the opening, as if the very air was being squeezed out of the room. The creaking intensified, no longer just a sound, but a physical sensation of something immense and unwilling pushing against the confines of the door. I could see the wood begin to splinter around the frame. It was being forced open from the inside. Panic, cold and sharp, seized me. I scrambled backward, away from the encroaching darkness, my breath catching in my throat. I couldn't scream. My voice was a tiny, useless thing lost in the cavernous room. The television continued its cheerful inanity, a grotesque counterpoint to the horror unfolding before me. Suddenly, the creaking stopped. The door, which had been inching open, slammed shut with a violent bang that echoed through the house. The latch clicked again, firmly locking it in place. Silence descended, thick and suffocating, broken only by my ragged breathing. I stayed there, frozen, for what felt like an eternity. The door remained shut. The acrid smell dissipated, but the pressure, the feeling of being watched, lingered. I never went near that door again. And for years, whenever I heard an unexplained creak or a distant thud, I would remember the sound of that latch turning and the void that tried to claim my living room. The house, it seemed, had a darker inhabitant than I ever imagined. Hello, curious souls. Aqeela here, and you've stumbled into the Aqeela files. Did you feel that chill? That's the echo of what lurks just beyond the veil. Remember that feeling, the one that crawled under your skin. It's still there. It's always there. And it's waiting. Now, if you enjoyed this little taste of darkness, subscribe and hit that notification bell. You wouldn't want to miss what's coming next, would you?